Maximum armor. Maximum speed. Maximum strength. Cloak engaged.
What's going on, guys? Power GPU here. A lot of you know I've been testing out the AMD 290X. It's a great card. This video is just to let you know of the conclusion of what I thought about it, comparable to the 780. I used to have the Titan, as you guys know as well, the GTX Titan. That one I throw it kind of out of the picture since it's not. To me, I don't think NVIDIA really designed that card for gaming. It was more for the people that want to use it for other stuff, as far as the CUDA cores and the extra VRAM and stuff like that. I would not recommend that card, especially now. It's just way out of the price point of a lot of people's budgets. No point. As far as the 780 goes, now that they've dropped it down to $499, it's still a good deal. I would definitely recommend it, especially that it comes with 3 free games. If you are planning to buy Assassin's Creed, Batman Arkham Origin, and Splinter Cell Blacklist, it's about $150 in games right there. So you're looking at $350 for a card if you are planning to buy those cards or those games. Now, as far as the 290X, the 290 is priced at $550, and you can get the one that's $579 that gives you Battlefield 4 for free. As far as the aspect of comparison the two, the benchmarks that you've seen online and some of the videos that I've done on the 290X, the performance is really good. Great performance. I definitely recommend it to anybody that wants the extra performance for a $550 price tag. It's very worth it. Now, as far as comparing to the 780, $50 less, and the 3 free games, I don't really care about the games because I normally just buy them before day of release, so I already have them. Like I already have Blacklist, stuff like that. But games aside, $50 difference is not much. Honestly, if you guys were debating between buying the two, this really comes down to a point where a lot of people that I've seen online, especially on Facebook and stuff like that, people have been posting, well, a lot of the NVIDIA fanboys have been posting, the temperatures are way too high, 95 Celsius, first of all. The cooler's cheap, too much wattage, so on and so forth. Yes, the card does run really hot. 95 Celsius is insane. If you set a fan profile to the percentage and the usage of the video card, it does bring down the temperatures a little bit, but then the card gets very loud. And like I said in my previous videos, the only time I really recommend the 290X over the 780 is if you guys are going to water cool it or throw an aftermarket cooling on. Once that's done, then it's a great card overall. And what I mean overall, completely cooling, performance, heat, stuff like that. The only reason why I say this here NVIDIA has the edge a little bit is because the performance is, like, for instance, the 780 for $499, you get almost as good as performance of the 290X. They trade blows back and forth. The 290 wins majority of it though, and the 780 kicks in and beats it in some other games. And of course that comes down to NVIDIA-based games, AMD-based games, and so on and so forth. But if you are a person that's not planning a liquid cooler or anything like that, the cooler on the 780 and the GTX Titan that they designed for the GT 110, it's a phenomenal cooler. Anybody that's owned it, they know that it runs quiet, and temperature-wise, it's really cool. So in that aspect, I would choose the 780 overall, as of right now, for $499 if anybody just wants to buy it and slap it into the machine. And then the other thing too is, when I had the 290X, I actually ran into a lot of issues. Now, I'm not going to say driver issues, but when I did install the drivers, Beta 8, my machine was blue screening. It blue screened about 3 times out of the time I had it. And I was getting some weird artifacts and stuff on not artifacts, but like some weird things going on with Windows. The videos, if I played a movie at 1080p, sometimes it would jitter a little bit here and there. I'm not sure if that's driver oriented, which I have noticed that AMD has had their AMD video cards. The new drivers that have been coming out, they're all labeled beta, and since the card has come out, they've released a lot of drivers. They had beta 3, they've had beta 8, beta 7, beta. They've just had a lot of drivers, and they're all labeled beta. Hopefully, when they release, a WHQL, one that's that's approved and everything like that, and it's a full driver, not a beta or anything like that. Hopefully, they take out a lot of the small little kinks that are there on the drivers. Again, it's a brand new card, and everyone knows that when AMD releases their cards, they always have way boost up, a lot better performance boost down the road with newer drivers, which AMD's always done that. My thing is, this reminds me of the Fermi cards for NVIDIA when they came out with the 470 and the 480. I remember having 480s and they would run extremely hot, upwards of 90 Celsius. Now NVIDIA realized their mistake and they came out with the GTX 580 a few months later. It was about 6 or 7 months. They came out with the 580. They dropped the temperatures by quite a bit. They boosted up the performance a little bit by at least 15-20%. So it was almost like a revision of the card. They just didn't really want to call it that, but they knew that they messed up on the first series. Hopefully AMD does something similar, and hopefully the aftermarket versions of the 290X do a lot better. Then I really recommend them. But as of right now, for me to give you my opinion, you as a customer buying a video card or choosing between the two, like I said, if you don't mind heat, if you don't mind noise, and what I mean by noise, not just the fan, I mean the card making the little clicking noise, the coil lines and all that stuff. If you don't mind any of that, then go with the AMD card, which I know a lot of us just wear headsets. I wear a headset, so I don't hear the machine, so it really doesn't bother me that much either. But the coil lines did bother me quite a bit. Now, that being said, if you don't mind any of that, I'm going to recommend the AMD card over the 780. But if you're a person that wants low temperatures, you want a quiet machine, and you're running just air cooling, go for the 780 by all means. I mean, it's like I said, it's a really hard choice between the two, since they're very close, and then the 290 exhales a little bit, and plus on top of that, no one has seen Mantle yet, the way it runs in the 290X. If that's something that really takes off, AMD could have a really big upper hand. Now, Mantle is not just exclusive to AMD, but as of right now, it will be in the beginning. So we'll see how that goes along, down the road. But that's pretty much it, guys. I just wanted to let you know what I thought on the 290X, and the 290 just came out today as well. I'll talk about that real quick too. The 290 came out today. It's priced at $399. Performance-wise, it's actually funny. If you look at a 290X and a 290, for $100 less, you're only dropping a few FPS, like 4 maybe, and some games only 3. So if you're actually looking between those cards, the 290 is looking like a better deal between all of them, even considering over the 780. I mean, that's a really good price point for $399. I'm glad that AMD really released those price points really low, so they make NVIDIA push their cards down in price for sure. But I'll leave it at that. I didn't want to make a long, boring video because I actually had free time today. My 2 kids are sleeping finally, so I try to do a video here and there. But today was really lucky with both of them falling asleep. But that's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed my videos. I took a break for a little bit. I came back very, very little, not too much. But hope to see you guys soon again. And Power GPU signing out. See you guys later.